So what's the advantage of building and managing your budget? I can think of at least 3 good reasons: precision, timeliness, and future planning. Let's take these one at a time, starting with precision. Without building a budget and tracking your money flows, at least monthly, you might end up with a kinda sorta maybe feeling about why there's not enough money in your business bank account at the end of the quarter. But building a budget and then tracking where and exactly when sales dropped 20% this year or why costs jumped 15% last month will give you the precision you need for the best decision making. A business budget can increase the timeliness of decision making. If you don't build and then track your budget, you may go through a whole year without delving into your most important business numbers. At the end of the year, you'll work with your accountant for tax reporting, so you get that one annual snapshot you make for the tax man. But most business owners need a lot more information than that to respond to changing business conditions. The third reason to build your own budget is for future planning. Let's say you've been in business for a few years, but you plan an expansion and you go looking for a loan. Your lender early on will ask for 2 things. First, they'll ask you to show your existing business numbers, your costs, your revenues, your profits. Next, they'll probably ask you for your future budget projections based on your planned expansion and loan. If you've got an existing budget, you have the ability to show your lender with great precision, timeliness, and foresight what your business future with the new loan should look like. Maybe the new loan helps you expand sales by 35%. Maybe your new loan helps you move your business to a lower cost place, and you can demonstrate to the lender that 15% lower rent projection on your business moves you to profitability. All of this comes from building and maintaining a budget. So if building a budget is important, what are some practical steps towards doing this? First things first, your budget has to be on a computer, probably a spreadsheet program like Excel. It's a big mistake to think a pen and paper is enough for business budgeting. And even if you're not yet good at Excel, now's the time to get started. If this is your first time building a budget for your business, you could search online for a ready-made spreadsheet to download. Downloading that could let you start right away filling in the data from your existing business. Whether you download a spreadsheet or build your own, you'll see some common features of budgets which are worth mentioning. You're going to want to make a category for all the money you bring into the business called revenues. If you have different sources of revenue or different product lines, it may make sense to track each one separately. Most businesses want to be able to track the amount of money coming in at least monthly. So I can imagine a row or rows showing different sources of revenue and at least 12 columns, one for each month of the year. If you want to get a little bit fancy, you can have a column for your expected budget numbers and a column right next to that for inputting your actual results each month as they happen. Separate columns for projections and results lets you see over time how good you are at revenue projections. By the way, most businesses, for whatever reason, put their revenues on a spreadsheet page at the top. Because of this pattern, you'll sometimes hear business people or bankers refer to top-line revenue numbers simply because they're at the top of the page. Next, costs. Now, costs are the kind of thing you can record in very detailed ways if you like, or in general ways. It's really up to you. If you're just getting started with budgeting, you may only track a few types of costs. It just depends on how your business operates, how you think about it, and what works best for you. Some businesses will track fixed costs separately from variable costs. Some businesses may want to track separately the cost of raw materials, or the cost of salaries or sales commissions, or the cost of fuel and transportation. Whatever you decide to track or not track, you want to make it something that matters for understanding your business better. The third key element of your budget will be your profit, the results of revenues minus costs. Profit tends to go at the bottom of the first page of your spreadsheet, which is exactly why you'll hear business types and bankers talk about bottom line numbers. Profits are the simplest thing to track once you've already inputted revenues and costs, because it's just a matter of setting up your spreadsheet to do subtraction. If your business is losing money in any month or year, the profit number will show up negative. Well, that's usually not a pleasant feeling. A well-designed budget spreadsheet will help you track the situation. The best budget for your business is as simple as possible. You invest some time to make it, and then after that, update it only once a month or more depending on how it drives your decisions. It doesn't take that much time. The best budget is one designed by you to show you enough detail on your revenues and costs to help you make the best decisions for you and your business. So keep it simple, but definitely keep it going.